Admit it, with Captain Marvel at the helm, the Endgame was the biggest embodiment of girl power ever. Who are these marvelous women, and what do we know about their real lives? Who met the love of her life at the age of 10? Who pushed a Jeep up a hill in real life all by herself? And who brought her ex-husband to her honeymoon? This is Clive, and I will make this all clear for you on OSSA. Brie Larson, aka Captain Marvel. Like many other fans, you probably also expected to see much more of Captain Marvel in Endgame. And recently, the directors finally explained why the most powerful superhero didn't play a bigger part. They revealed that Avengers was always a story about the original six, and as Carol's a fairly new character, she was intentionally left out. Anyhow, we will definitely see more of Captain Marvel as her story has just begun. In real life, Brie Larson is very serious about everything she gets involved in, especially when it comes to films, and even money doesn't change her attitude towards that. Larson once did 3 independent films in a row, so she was broke and had to look on eBay for Christmas presents. In her words, she can't work just for the money, and she would certainly be happier to work in a diner than she would be on a set trying to be a sexy football coach. The actress is very protective of her personal life. In interviews, she refuses to answer questions that make her uncomfortable. Though it is known that she has been in a 5-year-long relationship with Alex Greenwald, the lead singer of the band Phantom Panet. When asked about her then-boyfriend supporting her, Larson gushed and shared that Alex is just her person, her best friend. They were ready to become a family and got engaged, but then, after 2 years, they unfortunately went their separate ways. We last saw them publicly together as a couple on the Avengers Infinity War red carpet. Ever since then, Brie has kept her personal life far from the gaze of the media. Scarlett Johansson, aka Black Widow. What don't we know yet about Scarlett Johansson? At 33, she has accomplished so much already. Between her breakout role in The Horse Whisperer to her latest role as a Black Widow, it has been over 20 years. Throughout this time, Scarlett has built a significant career, had her time as one of the sex symbols in Hollywood, and found herself at the center of a scandal when her nude photos were leaked. She also went through 2 divorces and became a mother. Today, she is dedicated to her daughter Rose, who is just 4 years old, and she also manages an advertising company. And of course, she is working on the upcoming Solo movie about Natasha Romanoff. Johansson has barely talked about the Black Widow movie, but we know that it will, at the very least, have to take place before Avengers Endgame, since we all know how that worked out for Natasha. Perhaps more details will be revealed this summer at the San Diego Comic-Con. Besides all that, she also has a lot of film projects and still leaves time for romance. It's been 2 years since the actress got together with SNL writer and Weekend Update host Colin Jost. And it seems Colin is still head over heels in love with Scarlett, as the two recently pleased fans with news of their engagement. The moment comes at just the right time for the actress. She was ready for another commitment, a source tells People. This will be Johansson's 3rd marriage. Meanwhile, it's the very first time for Jost. Colin is very close to Scarlett's daughter, and they have a lot of date nights together as a family. Gwyneth Paltrow, aka Pepper Potts. Another widow character is in our list, and most of the fans still can't bear the fact that Pepper has been left without her husband. Her real life is much the opposite, as she recently got a new hubby. Paltrow is now married to the Glee co-creator Brad Falchuk. After the engagement, they wrote a joint statement. "We feel incredibly lucky to have come together at this juncture in our lives, when our collective successes and failures can serve as building blocks for a healthy and happy relationship." After their wedding, the pair had a very modern honeymoon. Paltrow revealed that she enjoyed a beach getaway in the Maldives with her new husband, Brad Falchuk, all of their children, and her ex-husband, Chris Martin. As you probably remember, she and the frontman of Coldplay were married for 10 years and raised 2 kids together. Despite the fact that they are divorced, the two remain really close, as both want to set a good example for the kids and still deeply respect each other. That is why it was absolutely natural for them to have a family vacation together. In her leisure time, Gwyneth loves to cook, do yoga, and learn foreign languages. 2 years ago, Paltrow made her fans cry when she announced that she would take a break from acting to focus on her new business, Goop, which includes a weekly lifestyle newsletter that encourages readers to nourish the inner aspect. Thank goodness this business lady still found time for her Marvel character, and I really hope we will see her in the comic universe once again. Karen Gillan, aka Nebula. The feisty and loyal Nebula is one of the few female characters who got a real chance to open up in Endgame. Though it is hard to open up the personal life of Karen Gillan, who is best known for playing Amy Pond in the British sci-fi network show Doctor Who. It is known, though, that the actress dated British photographer Patrick Green. They were together for around 6 years, and they separated in 2012. From that point onward, she started dating British filmmaker Andrew Brooke, but that did not last long. It looks like Karen is on the dating market these days. Her Marvel sis Gamora has a rather different personal story. The life stories of the characters in After 11 are just as interesting. Are they fighting for true friendship, or maybe even love? Or is it just a fling? Find out the consequences of these actions and how the characters handle them. Read their chat stories in the After 11 p.m. app, available in the App Store. The download link is in the description. Zoe Saldana, aka Gamora. Actress Zoe Saldana is a happily married woman. She tied the knot with Marco Perego over 6 years ago. A year after their wedding, the couple welcomed twin boys, Bowie and Sai, and 3 years later, another son named Zen. Other than being a star in her own right, Zoe Saldana is also a handy businesswoman. She owns several restaurants, has her own line of fragrance and clothing, and her own brand of vodka. Wow, I didn't see all that coming from her. Pom Klementif, aka Mantis. Pom Klementif is a bold and beautiful French actress who had made a memorable impression as Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Her character is very unusual, although her life story even more so.
I am Mantis.
Unfortunately, not in a positive way. When she was only 5 years old, her father died, and her mother was a diagnosed schizophrenic during her childhood. Her brother committed suicide on her 25th birthday. She was raised by her paternal aunt and uncle. To sum it up, there have been many downs in her life. Anyhow, she found strength to break through in the Hollywood film industry thanks to her role in Spike Lee's Old Boy. And now, Pom is a coveted Hollywood actress and model. Her professional roles are quite notable, but her personal life doesn't get as much of a spotlight. And considering a very difficult family history, her attitude towards privacy is clear. Elizabeth Olsen, aka Scarlet Witch. Elizabeth Olsen grew up in the entertainment business as the younger sister of widely known actresses Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. As a matter of fact, she first worked as an actress in her sister's films as a child, and was in her 20s when she first began to develop her own film career. For now, she is mostly known for her roles in the 2014 remake of Godzilla, and of course, her Marvel character. Elizabeth has been rumored to be in relationships with a few of her Marvel colleagues. Not at the same time, of course. Firstly, there was big news about a romance with Tom Hiddleston, and then it was Chris Evans, although that was later all denied by Elizabeth in one of her interviews. Elizabeth is currently in a relationship with her musician boyfriend, Robbie Arnett. After a couple of years together, it seems their bond has only grown from strength to strength, but the actress is in no rush for wedding bells. Still, she gave a very promising comment about her future with Robbie. "I don't know where things will lead, but I do think about it in that way. I think I could raise kids here," the actress added. "Well, we're glad to hear that." Evangeline Lilly, aka the Wasp. Though Marvel fans know Evangeline as the Wasp, some of the fans still refer to her as Kate from once popular TV series Lost. This show meant a lot to the actress as it was basically her big breakthrough, although those times brought her some serious difficulty. Lily's house was burnt in a fire caused due to electrical problems. Despite losing all her possessions, Lily was unperturbed. She shared that the experience was almost liberating and that she will not be in a hurry to clutter up her life again. After a couple of long-lasting relationships, Lily seemed to have found the perfect one for her after she started dating Norman Kali. The couple met when Evangeline starred in Lost, for which he served as a production assistant. Nowadays, the two share a son and a daughter. But Evangeline confessed she originally wanted to have 6 kids. She shared that she is frickin' in love with being pregnant, although the couple wants to adopt their next 4 children. Despite kids and a long-lasting relationship, neither of the parents feel the need to get married. They'd only do it if it were really necessary someday for healthcare or taxes. But today, Lily is happy with the way things are going and is focusing on her next children's book after the successful release of her first one, The Squickerwonkers. Letitia Wright, aka Shuri. And what about the brainy sister of the Black Panther? Letitia Wright is having a blissful time, just having received the BAFTA Rising Star Award. We will definitely see more of her talent in the upcoming Black Panther movies. While Shuri's an heir to the Wakanda throne, Letitia's apparently already locked down another queen status. "I'm still the queen of rap battle in Wakanda," she told Vanity Fair. She and other Black Panther folks would reportedly have impromptu rap battles while shooting on set.
In my zone, ay, Wakanda forever.
Denai tried a lot, but she failed epically, she added, in true Shuri roast fashion. And let's move on with her Wakanda rap friend, Denai Guerrera. Denai Guerrera, aka Okoye. While Okoye survived the snap and was presumably leading Wakanda, unfortunately we don't see much of her in the Endgame at all. Fans probably still remember Denai from her impressive katana-wielding scenes in The Walking Dead. Is she the same extreme woman in daily life? She is actually pretty similar to her character in terms of a strong spirit. Denai is an activist of Zimbabwean ancestry. She is a fan of sports like field hockey and tennis. She also loves swimming and runs track. The actress is presumably one of those stars who loves to keep her personal life under wraps. It is possible that Denai is single. But a co-star from The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus, made the press think otherwise. Speculation started when Norman locked lips with Denai while on set. This was obviously just a joke, though the media made a huge rumor out of it. Tessa Thompson, aka Valkyrie. Thompson is the one who has been able to avoid being typecast, playing anything from compassionate protagonist to ruthless antagonist to wild, untethered Asgardian ruler. Some of Thompson's upcoming projects include Creed 2 and the spin-off to Men in Black. In that movie, by the way, Tessa works alongside her Asgardian bro, Chris Hemsworth. Thompson recently made a public announcement that she is bisexual, but it never was a big deal for Tessa, as she was raised in a very open-minded family. She says that even if she suddenly brought a girlfriend to meet her parents for the first time, they would not need to have a special discussion about it, because it is really not a matter of gender. Her latest relation with pop singer Janelle Monáe is not a secret to media. "We love each other deeply," Tessa openly shares. The actress also says that the two vibrate on the same frequency, and that makes their relationship a very blissful one. Haley Atwell, aka Peggy Carter. This lady finally got her chance to live a happy life with an ideal American. What about the actress's real romantic life? Haley eventually stumbled upon the one with whom she wants to settle down and have children. She kept the identity of her boyfriend a secret till now, but she once shared that he was a medical doctor by profession in an interview with The Times. And she also mentioned she knew the guy since the age of 10, although the couple was reintroduced to each other by her boyfriend's sister. And now, the actress is happy to reveal that she has finally met someone she wants to share her life with. Thus, her fans are overwhelmed and eagerly waiting for an announcement of their probable wedding in the days to come. Thanks for watching. Are you in love with superhero movies? You should check out our new channel, Awesome Movies. Movie analyses and comic references are our forte.